Hi guys, this is Namcraft. What's going on? Welcome to this is Starcraft English commentary. This is gonna be a game between Flash and random pro gamers on the internet. This is gonna be a private game and a rematch between Flash and Free. In the first short but kind of sweet encounter, we've seen that Flash is having some troubles against Protoss players lately, especially good ones. Of course, he does well against some of the weaker players, but against the strong ones, against the current S and A class players, he's having some problems. So let's see how he does in this rematch against Free. This is gonna be played on the map. What is this map exactly? I think this is Deja Vu. Yeah, this is Deja Vu. And let me just quickly show you the map data, so you have some idea as to what what exactly is this map about. There is gonna be Deja Vu. Let me just quickly show that to you as well. There it is. So Deja Vu for Terran players is 50.3% win rate. So very balanced this map is. And very prepared Flash will be in the upcoming encounter here. So it looks like he is going to be going for very standard opening here. It's going to be an in-base barracks. Of course, on these stream games, the players are not likely to go for any kind of shenanigans early on. Just very basic stuff, just scout at the right timing and and so forth. Because I guess on stream or on these kind of live Battle.net games, you're kind of lazy, right? Right now, Flash is not in the right mood to prepare for any kind of major tournaments because there are no major tournaments coming up like soon. So he's just gonna be having fun and maybe reconnecting with his fans, with old friends and foes alike, and just go on from there. By the way, let me just quickly show you some data because in case you're wondering. So as of today, here are the ELO scores of the top 10 players. Actually need to adjust the figures a little bit for the results between Soki and Snow. But if you have not watched the series, please go ahead and watch it and pause this video right now because I'm Namcraft. And if you know me at all, I'm insane. I'm so fast and so crazy, so I would just blurb out those information, at the slightest touch of you onto my body or at the slightest action on the screen rather. Anyways, looks like the SV is gonna get chased around with a probe, and that's a little bit unfortunate for Flash. 30 out of 60 HP on that SCV remaining. So we shall see how he does against the upcoming parts because he will possibly gonna check the bottom left, and looks like 20 out of 60. Wow, and he's gonna take another hit now. He takes another hit because when you kind of get against an edge like that, like an actual blockade on the map, you are just going to be slightly disadvantaged. And I think the probe is continuing down the path because there's nothing in the bottom left. So the probe will continue there because the SV will need to return. And when why is he going way too out? Okay, he wants to go for a detour, but of course the probe is keeping very much intact. And very good thing for Flash is that his enemy is also not yet scouted. So unless Free is gone for another 12 Nexus, then Free is losing time here in the middle of the map. But if he's gone for 12 Nexus, this is perfect because Flash has got no idea and he's just sitting at home. He's gonna be going for the first vulture and he's gonna come out with the rest of the units, so that's gonna be very nice. Anyways, looks like the SV is finally gonna come out now. No, the probe is still trailing it, so that's gonna be very hard. The vulture is moving across the map and it's gonna try to attack the I'm sorry, I think the probe was behind now. So the vulture will snipe the probe and the SV will continue on the course, but by the time the SV arrives, there's going to be a Dragoon. Oh my god, very good micro from both the players. Anyways, the SV will return because Flash knows that he can never make it to the other base, so he's going to use his Vulture to go for scouting instead. It looks like there's going to be some red dot on the map already. This is going to be an early Dragoon, so that means there's no early expansion. Flash knows just that. There's going to be a second Dragoon, so he knows there's no expansion. But the question is, what's behind that? Is it going to be quick robo with that Dragoon range upgrade? Or is it going to be, a rush to Dark Templar? What else, right? So anyways, the Vulture dies. I mean, you can... the Vulture dies. Come on. As you can see, I guess you cannot see Flash's reaction, but he was just almost cursing there. Because you don't want to lose the first Vulture. Especially when you have nothing on the defense. He's going purely Vultures need to start mine upgrade. I guess he already started mine upgrade. I think he needed to finish soon, so he can't defend against possible Dragoon attack. Of course, he's got a bunker in the front. I hope. I think I saw a glimpse of that, so that's good. Anyways, there's gonna be some mines getting placed now. This is Deja Vu, so you're gonna be on a low ground with your second and third bases, but after that, you will have a chance to kind of gain the high ground and start to move across the map. All right, looks like we are at the 5th minute and 20 seconds of the game. Flash got 41 supply. He's made his first tank. And I think in these moments, as Flash, you're going to be wondering, is the Protoss player going for Shadow and Reavers or Shadow, excuse me, or Ops? Right, those are the two possibilities. And if you were like a player like Light, he would try to go for an early push right now. And indeed, he's gonna go out. He's gonna make sure to keep the Protoss player honest. In the words of Tasteless, keep the player honest. And what Tasteless means by that is that make sure the other guy is actually making troops and not making, I don't know, probes and Nexi. Yeah, anyways, 3 vulture formation with 2 marines, and there's gonna be some stuff blocking here. Dragoons is reacting quickly enough for free. He's gonna pull back, and vulture's gonna try to have a run by. Okay, there's gonna be a complete blockade. A new base is coming up. I think there's observers already. I think there's gonna be observers already. There's gonna be a mine explosion there. Okay, Flash wanted to check, was there a mine exploding on the dragoons, or it was clear with ops. He want to certify it. He want to I guess make sure that there's gonna be ops first. Okay, anyways, this pylon gets created and Flash is just not on time, guys. He loses, I think, another vulture, and the Nexus is gonna go up, and behind this we'll be having 3 bases, and Flash is gonna back down. He built an engineering bay, but he knows that Reavers is not yet coming, so he can save that money and go for something else, maybe upgrade the armory. But he doesn't have the gas rate, so it's gonna be just waiting for the money to go up and do his upgrades, I think. Alright, he started to upgrade now, so he's for the timing, he's gonna be quite safe in the map. No Dragoon starts to come out. I mean, oh my god, observers is the key to victory here. There's a mine though. He clears the mines and moves to the other side of the map, and looks like Flash is just way too cocky, and he's gonna push these Dragoons back, but the Dragoons are running and hiding like children. 3 tanks and 2 marines. He's gonna clear the rest of the mines here to kill some of the SCVs as well, and then he's gonna back up. He loses a single Dragoon and in exchange for a tank, and that is a nice trade. Yeah, when the enemies got observers like this, you cannot be out there with your tanks unsieged. Anyways, Vulture's gonna try to do a run by, but very, very good for Flash to turn around. Of course, Free doesn't react quick enough, because in those kind of situations, the player who got the initiative is the Terran player, right? He's the one who pokes in. Oh my god, Dragoon's attacking once again, and he's gonna be again high ground. The observer threading the tank is so good. And the longer Flash lingers out here, the more dangerous it will be to him, because he's going to get cornered from both sides, but his tanks are still overpowering the Dragoons, and the Dragoons actually weaken out a little bit now. So I think it's going to be the moment for the tanks to return home and group up with the rest of his forces. We're going to be having turrets coming up here, because in preparation for the for the incoming rear attack, that observer is so annoying. As you can see, the observer is sitting right there, and Flash is gonna try to create a camp here at the high ground. I don't know if this is the right move or not, because maybe he doesn't have enough forces to hold this high ground right now. You only need to take that high ground when you already have your 3 bases up, and you actually want to go out there and take more bases, or try to go for a forward attack or something like that. But for the timing, he's got 5-6 tanks. I guess that's it, not upgraded. And any attack, with a combined Dragoon Zealot and Shadow Drop is gonna wreck the position with just a single turret. It's not gonna be enough to hold, and that's gonna reset his tank count, which is not really good. But we shall see. I think Flash is gonna check the bottom left now. He's gonna go for hidden command center. Okay, not hidden command center. It's gonna be a very standard command center. I thought it was at the bottom left, but it was indeed the the 930 position. Anyways, looks like Flash is gonna pull back now. He realized he cannot hold that position. Like I tell you, the position is really hard to hold, because it's really far from your other bases, and actually now he needs to kind of focus on protecting his brand new baby, this base right here, the 930 position. Looks like that high ground is gained already by Protoss, so Splash is gonna he's gonna slow back with a perimeter, but Zelle with leg is done so fast. The Zelle with leg upgrade I think is rushed by Free. He comes out, observer is nicely played. Zelle is gonna turn over, but all of the Zealots have died. Only Dragoons remain now. He needs to pull the Dragoons back. He doesn't need to attack anymore, just go for splash damage. He pulls back and attacks the barracks. Does he still have the observer? I don't know. Maybe not, but anyways, Flash is temporarily cut off between his 2 bases. I think the Dragoons need to start to attack the main base now, but there's gonna be some tanks sieging on the high ground. But it looks like Free is gonna just hold out. He's gonna assess the situation where the siege tank on the high ground position. He sees that those 2 tanks. He knows that they've unsieged. He need to make a decision as to whether to move forward and attack that base. Of course, somewhere looks like Flash is gonna re-siege here, and that observer sees it. And Flash knows that he's been seen. So, I mean, he's taking a very calculated risk here, and Free, he's got his Shadow and Zealot in position. He just go out there and actually boot out a strategy. Observers in every goddamn location, and Flash sees it. He sees the Observer. He need to react now. Looks like there's going to be SCV transferring, so that's going to be, I think, just fine for Flash to hold. This Observer is going to finally die now, I think. No, it's still alive. It's still alive, and there is going to be another turret getting created behind this. There's going to be a tank with Zealot coming out to clear the mine. There's going to be a sick mine drag, several mine drags. And this strategy to use the the fast Zealots is very effective to clear the minefield and to clear any kind of siege position. And behind it, Dragoon's gonna be just camping out and doing nothing to be. And the question is, what is the economy looking like for Free? Because I want to make sure that he's not forgetting about his economy, just like Busan in the previous game. All right, those double observers actually not needed. You just need to have one observer, and he can use one for another another battle somewhere else. Yeah, but if Protoss has not yet been expanded, okay, there's going to be an Arbiter build, so I'm sure this is just 3 bases from Protoss. It's not 4, because you need all of the money in the gas in the world to make to go to Arbiters quickly here. So I think this is 3 versus 3 bases for the timing. He might be taking a 4th one right now, but Flash is also not worried about that. Yeah, the fact that Zealot leg came really early at the element, 10-minute mark of the game, means that the Protoss player has kind of prioritized army creation, anything. Looks like these forces get across the map, and this is a mistake by Free. When you're not engaging the Terran army at the front door, you need to have 2 groups of forces to cover the 2 possible entrances, because there are only 2 ways out on this map, Deja Vu. Okay, it looks like probes getting transferred towards the new base that gets sniped right away. So now Flash knows that there's something at the top right. He sees some probes moving around, guys. He catches the probe. He catches 1 more, 2 more. Okay, we're going to be having a major attack now, and Flash is going to be bleeding a lot of forces that are moving right across everything. And that position on the left side is busted. These Zealots need to move a little bit backwards, and he does move backward and wait for more Dragoon support. But these Zealots going to be streaming to the Nexus. Excuse me, the command set is forced to get lifted. Dragoon's going to attack now, but there's going to be tanks shelling from the high ground. The cannon will get cancelled. Flash is trying very good, as his best to save his bases. Dragoons need to fall back. The Zealot need to save themselves, because you need the Zealot in case the tank decide to siege in the future. It's going to try to destroy some supply depots, some turrets, some extractor. That's fine. The Zealot's going to attack once again. Dragoons need to get in position. He does get in position. He snipes some of the tanks now, so it's going to be impossible for Flash to get back in. Pull the Zealot back. You don't need that many Zealots in front. They're going to get completely shredded to pieces by the tanks on the high ground. And I think Shadow at some point would be great here, but keep in mind that the base at the top right is going to get destroyed as well. That Nexus has been attacked for several moments. Looks like the tank's going to finally come out to siege. Dragoons need to kind of pull towards the left side, and indeed, everything gets in here. The command center is going to get completely whacked. SV need to repair. Instead of pulling back, need to repair and actually get in and have some body rubbing action against the Dragoons, and indeed, he's going to do just that. Zealot need to come out, I guess, wait for the siege presented to get set up first. 2 Zealots going to fall, but he's looks like Free sniping every single SCV. The Nexus is falling though. So that, okay, finally we're going to be having Arbiters, and this might be the end of the game here with Arbiters, and without Science Vessel support, it's very hard. So many damage time, but I know the Dragoons are thinning out as well. Still 3 bases on 3 bases. Can the Command Center die? If the Command Center falls, then that's going to be a major setback for Flash, but for the time being, he's reinforcing furiously. More forces. He's going to remake a Command Center. That's going to be very nice, and his factories are pumping full of forces here, but finally at last, the last of the tanks have fallen. This Command Center, is it going to live? I think it looks like it could live here. Very good for Flash to target fire the weak Dragoons here. You need to send his SVs out to start to repair that Command Center. It looks like the next wave of Protoss incoming, guys. Just freaking insane. His Vultures have returned, so that's going to be nice. We're going to be having some Goliaths. I think Flash overmade Goliaths. He made 3 Goliaths. He doesn't need 3 Goliaths. He just needs, how many Goliaths does he need? He needs maybe 1 or 2. But anyways, Free is gonna have to think about the next base as well, because this base is not destroyed for Flash. And Zealot, way too many Zealots in the group, and Flash is coming back, guys. Free has made the wrong unit composition, and he let his Nexus fall at the right critical moment. So that is not good. And now we're gonna be having some Vultures roaming around on the map, and Flash has remade his Command Center. And like the game between Flash and Busan, Protoss doing a good job in the front to attack, but neglecting the economy is not a good thing, and this Nexus will fall as well. So that's unfortunate, but keep in mind we have an Arbiter that has had some crazy amount of energy stored up here, so we might have recall in the future, but Science Vessels is out, so that's something to tell to your grandchildren, on October 21st in this game between Flash and Free. Arbiters have energy, and Science so is there to counter those Arbiter recalls, and that is I'm sure that is going to be a story that everyone from your family would love. Anyways, this Arbiter is going to go inside the base, and indeed it's going to be great recall. It's going to be some mines in this setup, but it's going to be enough. I don't know. So it looks like the Arbiter is going to fall all the way in the back. There's going to be no mine there. Need to do it now because that turret is going to destroy the Arbiter. The Arbiter is dead. Zelle attacking, but a lot of vultures. That's he's going to try to snipe the armory. Very, very good for him. The armory is going to cancel itself. That's fine. And Flash is gonna, can he repair it? Looks like he repairs it. He repairs it. The armory gets saved. What freaking unlucky situation for Free, man. He loses everything. He loses everything, and I think now the game is clearly gonna be in Flash's favor. He's got his 3 bases, and he's gonna unsiege everything, and he's gonna go for the attack. I think he says, you know, enough is enough. I know that I'm in the lead now. You have just thrown away a huge amount of army. So I'm gonna come out there and just kill you out. Except if there's something else inside of that deck of cards that Free is holding. Maybe he's got more Arbiters and more recall. Maybe he's gone for Templar Archive. I don't know. And that Science is going to get sniped. But before that, he was able to pull a nice EMP. Vulture is going to start to go for harassment against the 4th base of Free now. And Vulture gets ready to go. Is going to pull back. I think there's nothing at that base. Maybe there's going to be some cannons. I don't know. Anyways, nice attack. The number of tanks is thinning out. But there's going to be a nice angle of attack here for Terran. Free gets pushed back hard. He's got double Arbiters. He's got triple Arbiters. He can actually go for a nice stasis somewhere, but he's not using. I'm going to be having Sharon booster upgrade for the Goliaths because he knows that there's going to be some weird stuff happening. These vultures cannot attack. The tank's going to try to shell, but by the time they get there, I think Protoss will be in position to actually counter attack this. I think the tank's going to start to siege now, and this Angus is very hard to attack with just ground forces and Arbiter. You need to have Shadow. This position would be easily handled with Shadow and Zelle dropping, I think, but it's not. And anyways, oh my god, the vulture's going to get in position, and I think Free was a little bit late to the party. Need to be here like very, very early before that battle even begins, but now he's here. But some of those probes are going to get destroyed, so that's going to be very good. We're going to have some zealots attacking. Need to stasis. This is going to be a good stasis. This is a defensive stasis. He's going to try to stasis one of the tanks in the middle area and attack the tank in the front. And he's not going to worry about the tanks in the back. He's just going to let them, you know, stay there, I guess. But it's going to be the time to start to move out. Keep in mind that Flash is mined out in his main. He's mined out his main. He's almost mined out his expansion. He's only mining from 1 base, and Free is, I mean, keep in mind that Free also has just 4 bases. This new base doesn't have that many probes. The only thing that Free has are those Arbiters. So another Science vessel in the area is going to be nice. The Goliath's going to target that Arbiter, but there's going to be just a single Goliath. That Goliath dies, I think, now. And now there's going to be just tanks remaining. And this position is still held, and Flash is trying very hard to bust this base. You can actually attack this base and win it. He will be able to actually win the game because this is going to be the star power of his enemy, unless there's going to be some base on this map that his enemy has set up that Flash doesn't know about. Anyways, we're going to be having an Arbiter moving across the map. I mean, this is the moment to actually keep your Arbiters separated. It is going to be a forward recall. It's going to be a Zealot recall. Zealot attacking against the tank. He's not scanning on purpose. That's going to be a nice one. He doesn't want to scan. Now he sees, and it's going to be splash damage everywhere. This position is busted. I want to show you Flash's reaction. He's like, you know what? I'm completely lost. He loses everything. He's going to get pushed back here, and Free has saved this position. Now, the problem with this attack from Flash is that he was not able to kill his enemy. Another crazy mind drag. Those tanks are so blooded out, and more tanks going to be destroyed, and Flash supplies plummeted down to 95. Flash is traded poorly in the last 5 or 7 minutes for the hope that he is going to be able to actually catch that Nexus and kill it, but it's not yet dead. And now that poor trade is going to hurt him. He's going to try to come out. He's got a very, very low SCV saturation and the new base, and that's going to be the problem. But he's going to come back now. He's going to try to snipe this base after all. There's only 2 Dragoons there to attack, and all of these probes will fall. Yes, you need to attack. There's going to be a single cannon, a single Arbiter in the corner. He's going to need to go for EMP. There's going to be a snipe. No, that's going to be a nice stasis. Only 1 tank remaining. Reinforcement coming from the back. Is Flash in position to support the tank? Is targeting the cannon or what? He's targeting something. The Science vessel is going to try to return. I want to see the Nexus. The Nexus loses its life, but you can see that Flash is side there. He knows that he's missed his target. And now the Nexus lives, and the probe's going to be able to mine for a little bit more. We're going to be having a forward stasis. His Arbiter is going to try to come out. He's going to try to go for EMP on that Arbiter. I think he hit it. He hit the right target. But anyways, Flash is losing way too many forces, and he's no longer mining his main. His expansion is almost mined out. His 3rd base is the only base that actually matters now. There's going to be some probes getting sniped. A single cannon is fallen, and that's going to be slightly a a very cheesy move from Flash here, but he's gonna get his vultures wiped out. So okay, there's gonna be a sick mind drag. No, it looks like the last is gonna get saved here, and there's gonna be more attack from the other side of the map. But Free doesn't have enough ground forces. Where is forces? Looks like Free is also running out of money. I think Flash knows it. He knows that Free doesn't have anything else behind this. Zelot's gonna attack now, and Zelot alone is not able to help it. You need to stasis, and you need to use Dragoons, and Probe's gonna get transferred to the bottom left of the screen. So I think now Free knows that his enemy's got a new base. Anyways, there's gonna be a stasis here on EMP or something. Anyways, the tanks are sieging in the wrong moment. Goliath's gonna start to come out, and these tanks need to, and there's gonna be a reinforcement, and oh my god, Flash's gonna lose all of his expensive tank. It was the wrong idea to siege there. You don't need to siege at that moment. Just use your normal tank fire to kill out the Nexus and go back. And now Flash has lost everything, and that Nexus is still alive, and Flash knew that he's toasted. He's not the caliber to play for SSL Season 2 anymore. Rather never. He was never in that caliber to begin with. So that's going to be a problem. This base is up here. There's going to be those tanks that are unsieged and going in single file. And Arbiter to get destroyed. That's going to be an insane mind drag to actually gain some of the HP back for Flash against Free here. But Free's got the upper hands. I think he's got 5 bases. 92 supply for Flash. I would say that Free now has around 110. This is all my conjecture now, my educated wish, if you will. Anyways, more attacks happening. These coaches are going to be looking for some more openings. They can try to get in here. There, it's going to be some Zealot and some maybe some mines getting set up here. And why the probes even just getting comfy with the Zealot? Just do your work. Just focus on mining. You were hired to excavate those mineral patches from the ground. Flash is gonna try to get on the high ground at the bottom left of the screen, and that is a dangerous move because we might have a stasis, but the Goliaths are looking for that. The Goliaths gonna try to look for that Arbiters. Tank's gonna be shelling from the high ground. Dragoons need to pull back, and Free's gonna pull back. He's got so many Dragoons, and we need to get an Arbiter in position right now. There's so many openings. The Arbiters can just get in from different angles, but is Free around, and Flash is paying attention to where exactly the Arbiters could be flying from. But he's gonna try to move a single tank forward now. Movoch is going to try to look for some opening here, but there's going to be a Zealot. He's going to try to snipe, and it's going to be a recall now, and a stasis. That's going to be a great stasis. Arbiter is going to have energy, and it's going to hit an EMP, so that's not good. And there's going to be more tanks on the high ground just preventing any kind of attacks. Now this Nexus is going to fall for sure. So that was an insane exchange, and I think Flash still has a chance to win. Maybe he's floated his command center towards a new base at the 1 o'clock position. There's going to be a single cannon remaining to power everything here, and it looks like the last minute thing's going to get cleared. Where's the rest of the forces? It looks like we're going to be having a huge counter attack by Free. I don't know if this is the right move. He's attacking against the 930 position. Of course that base has got some mineral patches, but Flash won't mind losing it because he's going to have a fresh base. But no, at the 1 o'clock position you can see there's a pylon, so Flash to go out there and clear the pylons first. Enemies, these tanks are attacking great here. The Dragoons need to pull back and wait for the spot of the Zealot. Now we have the Zealot, but very, very good target fire by Flash to kill out the last of the Dragoons, and there's going to be more reinforcement. The tanks are still alive and very, very strong though. Flash is going to unsiege everything and start to go back home. There's going to be still 2 tanks, one of which is not yet siege, and Flash is going to try to target fire here, but Flash is running out of minerals fast. This base is going to get saved, but Flash's reinforcement is coming back. He's got his reinforcement coming back, guys. SCVs need to come out here and do some body blocking. There's going to be 1 tank shelling from the back. That tank will fall, but reinforcement in the back is very, very strong. I don't think Free can make it. Free doesn't have enough forces. He's still on just 3 or 4 bases, and all of these, the last Dragoon's gonna fall out, and Free is gonna be running out of things to do, guys. I think he's got nothing. It looks like Flash is checking. Okay, you have some minerals in some locations. Flash is going to try to go out there and clear out the last of the remnants of Free's economy. But there's going to be an Arbiter, and Flash sees that Arbiter. He's looking for it with the Science Sensor. A nice EMP on those double Arbiters, and these times going to be actually clean up the job now. It's going to be impossible, very much impossible for the Nexus to live. It's going to be impossible, and my neighbor's coughing once again. If you can hear it in the background, I have the neighbor. I think he's part of a freaking triad or something like that. Anyways, it's going to be a nice Arbiter looking for that stasis, and the last of the Goliaths will fall. The Goliaths has fallen. This Hydra is about to cast a storm, but not able to do so. This Nexus, this command center lands. The command center lands, and Flash is gonna have his fresh minerals. Anyways, the 1 single Goliath against double Arbiters. I'm not so sure who's gonna be the win, but it looks like at the last minute the Arbiter will die. Vulture's gonna come out and finish up the job. The Nexus, I think, is gone now, so I don't know where the other bases on the map. But Free has GG. What an insane comeback from Flash. If you enjoyed this game, please feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is gonna be in the video description. I will see you soon. Bye bye.